What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. AJ here, he says Rex. We're here for One Piece 1055. Last week was insane. Really good chapter. So I expect, nothing less this week, of course. So starting off with the cover page for Jump. This is actually, I really like this actually. The all red, of course, waiting for anticipation for One Piece Film Red, the One Shanks guides, and then it's got Luffy decked out in his outfit for the movie. Um, I really like this. So I'm not overly excited for like the movie itself, but I like this definitely. I'm still gonna watch it, but I don't know. It just gave me like a sour taste kind of like with like Shanks and everything. I don't think we're gonna see a whole bunch of it, but that's a different story. Anyways, hopefully we get to see more Shanks in this chapter, though I doubt it. But yeah, we're gonna get into this. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe as always. Oh, come on. Oh, we got another color page. I didn't see this one. And is that Ulti? I think that's her name. Oh no, that's Homegirl from on Kaido's crew. But she's down there in the middle. Oh, what's this? Is this sort of like a prelude chapter? 3 issues in a row. New Age. And so Uta's song was born. Uta, listen, pirates have stormed the town. Uta, they got my dad. Save us, Uta-chan, the houses are burning. Uta-chan. And then she wakes up. It's not here. A pen. I need a pen. Pulled everything out. What is this? She just wrote a whole song, New Age, on a thing. It's done. My magnum opus. Okay. Alright. I guess it's a little prelude to the movie. We're gonna get another two of them. Might get people excited. But alright. We're back to Wano. The party, the festival's going on. I think I see Jinbei there in the crowd. You can't mistake his big ass. Nami, Otama. Oh, okay. Now we're getting back to the battle. Momo's like, "Stop, Yamato." She's like, "Why? Why won't you let me fight?" You mustn't lay a hand on him," says Momo. And then Momo's just getting beaten down by Green Bull. Raizo says, "Nimpo, scroll jutsu, fire release." Oh, and Green Bull is like, he's pretending to get like burned. He's like, "Just kidding. Fireproof forest. You're up against a Navy admiral. You think I wouldn't be able to guard against an obvious weakness? That's pretty wild." I wonder if I feel like there's a degree of fire that he might get like hurt by, but that's impressive. Alright. Oh, he's going to stab Raizo. He got him. And he dried him up like a raisin. Damn. Karamatsu's like, "Damn you, no matter how much we cut it, it just keeps growing back. He must have some weaknesses, right? Is weed whacking really all we can do?" Okay, now they all got grabbed up. Okay, now we're back to the castle with Rob. Is this where Robin and the former king find the poneglyph? Kozuki Sukiyaki's secret room. Even further down. Oh. Law's here. You did well to sniff us out. You make it sound like I'm a hyena. I simply noticed that 2 of you weren't with the others. That naturally made me wonder if you were up to something. Very inquisitive. Be careful. Where you step, the ground is covered with mold. I never told Orochi or Kaido about this passage, but they were still able to find the poneglyph in no time because they had a fisherman on their crew, the All-Star Jack. Okay. How would being a fisherman help? He's like, and they're like, stop. It's like, that will clear when you see it. How far does this go down? Let me see. I would say it goes a few hundreds of years deep. Robin's like, what? I don't. What does that mean? Uh, where is that dim light coming from? He's like, there is a glass block window at the end of that crawl space. If you climb in there and take a peek, you should already be below sea level. She crawled up. Law shambled in there, and she's like, no fair. And they're like, oh, wow. Hold on. Is that Wano underwater? That is an older Wano from about 800 years ago. What do you mean, says Law? Exactly as I said. Although as to why it ended up like this, I have no idea. But it's so well preserved. Does that mean this isn't really seawater? All the carp in there. Sorry, I'm just looking at this panel of like the old Wano and everything. So that's what he means when he said a few hundred years deep. This is what I do know. Long ago, Wano was much larger and located at sea level. On the land around the base of Mount Fuji. Oh shit. At some point, walls were erected all around enclosing the island. As a result, the rainwater had no place to escape to, and whole towns were eventually submerged and abandoned. The land further up the mountain was established for settlers, and that grew into the country we're familiar with today. The current Wano, precisely, says Robin. We have arrived. This is the Road Poneglyph, or Lode Poneglyph. It's really here. This is our third. We just need one more to travel to Laugh-Tale. We are in a cavern near the foot of Mount Fuji. Oh. If you continue to trek a little deeper, it is said that you would find the sleeping ancient weapon Pluton. I have never seen it myself, and am unable to show it to you. Retrieving Pluton would require the removal of the walls that surround this nation. Opening the country is quite a literal act. We would lose our greatest defense and set loose one of the ancient weapons. Oh man, this is wild. Sorry, I'm looking at like the pictures of like the island and everything, and it's just like, okay, they're at the base of Old Wano, so I'm sure if they were able to get around to like maybe like the old like village or Wano, they could find it the old like Kozuki Castle. Maybe there's another set of like, you know, stairs or hidden things to Pluton, but a little deeper you find Pluton. Damn. Mount Fuji is massive. Opening the country unleashes Pluton. Why would Kozuki Oden want that? And he says, everything I have told you was passed down through generations of shogunate rule. I cannot speak to what Oden may have learned himself during his voyages in the outside world. He just probably has a little more insight as especially as to why. I think they're missing a few things being closed off here. But we're back to the flower capital, right? It's not that I don't care about like what else is going on, right? I'd much rather keep going, staying here with like Robin and like Kozuki and Law. It's so much better to me. But alright, we're back to this. Green Bull, you can see Green Bull in the distance. He's huge. No man can hope to stand against the forces of nature alone. Get it? If Kaido was still in charge, I wouldn't have come here. I'm sure living under his regime was miserable, but the order he imposed was a deterrent that kept other predators from targeting your country. Just bring me Straw Hat Luffy already. I'll leave you be after I take his head. Luffy, let's call Luffy and the gang and show this guy who's boss, says Yamato. Momo says, no, that's unacceptable. The same goes for you. Do not touch him. After all that time changed up on Onigashima, you finally have your chance to be free. And she's like, huh? And Momo continues, that is why I refuse to take your send-off. Up until now, I've continued to rely on Luffy, Zoro, and the others, but it is imperative to prove that those of us who are staying here can repel any enemy on our own. That's what I was thinking. Like, you want to be able to defend your own country, right? Like, Kaido and his crew aren't there to repel them, so like you're in charge now. If we still have to depend on the people who wish to leave, how can we look at any of you in the eyes and say that Wano is safe with us? And she's like, Momonosuke, now be gone, you demon tree. Get out of here. He keeps trying to do his Bora breath, but it's not going. He's like, you're just a spoiled kid. I guess even dragons can be pathetic. Oh, is this a real Bora breath? He's like shocked. Yo, he did it. It went right through him. And he's like, oh, did that actually hurt him? Alright, Momo. Wow, it actually came out. Momonosuke Samba. They're all excited. Alright, so they drop down. Oh, and he keeps... Sorry, I'm actually about to get ahead of myself. I scored a little too far. Momonosuke Sama. It was a spitting image of Kaido's. Oh, he's actually pretty hurt. Be gone, be gone, be gone. And Green Bull's like, hang on, you crazy bastard. He keeps going. Yamato's like, amazing. He's managing to control his dragon form, but his aim still leaves much to be desired, says Kawamatsu. But he's really giving it to Green Bull, damn. And he's like, what a pain. Oh, that's crazy. He can disregard that body and form, and as a plant man, he can just plant. He could probably plants like seeds or something, or he just like ditches off like a part of himself, like a vine, and he just sprouted a whole new damn body. What a pain. Easy now. Seriously, is he trying to burn down the whole town? And now he's right back at it. Since you're so hell-bent on playing hardball, have it your way. I'll skewer you and your wannabe Kaido routine from mouth to tail. And then, oh, is there a crack of lightning? And he's like, whoa, wait. That conquers Haki. Who the hell? And he's like, what? The red hair pirates? You're here too? Yo! What? Did that come from all the way at the borders? And And he knows that Haki too. And he's like freaking out. Boss, don't just use your Haki without warning. All the newbies are foaming at the mouth. Damn, he flexed on everybody. I won't call you Marines cowardly for underhanded for this, but wouldn't you agree it's bad form to go after these worn out saplings when you're exhausted from making pirate history? Oh, well, they're exhausted from making pirate history. Yo, he's like, don't get in their way. Shanks, the guider of the new age. Except Kid. Actually, you know what? I think he took Kid's arm as a favor. He's like, you gotta grow, Kid. He looks menacing. Does the new age frighten you that much? He's looking at Luffy, Momo, and Hiyori. Can he hear him? I get it already. It's not like I want to pick a fight with you guys. Not today, anyways. And is Momo crying, like, happily? Or is he actually sad because he didn't, like, finish him off? But damn. Yo, Shanks. Let's go. Oh, man. Flexing the Haki. This is proof that he's probably got, like, the meanest Conqueror's Haki. Like Luffy is going to know what true Conqueror's Haki is like from him. But alright, we're back to the festival. We got everyone dancing. Oh, shit. I knew it! They had to be close by, man. Because it's like, they had to sense all of this. And then it's like, you know, everyone just ups and, like, runs out. Like, they're going to notice something. These guys are really smart. They may act dumb, but they're really smart. But I like this. I really do. They're just chilling up there. He's gone. Shishi. Guess we don't need to lend a hand after all, says Sanji. And then Zoro was like, check Momo out. Jinbei says, indeed, and that Haki just now is really something too. And Luffy's like, yeah, who was that? Oh no. A familiar face just popped into my head. And he's just smiling. Who was asking that? Was it Zoro or Sanji asking who that was? Luffy knew. Luffy knows. And that's the chapter. Oh, these color pages are beautiful. These cover pages are beautiful. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use one of these for my thing. And at the end, it's like they memed it. I've come to promote film bread with that Shanks face. But damn, this is a really good chapter. Damn, Oda off the break, man. He's shooting crazy numbers, man. Alright, let me just go back through this, because there's a lot to digest here. Especially in that middle part, you know what I mean? Like that like the ending to this chapter is phenomenal, but that middle part to me is just so much. It raises a lot more questions. It's that game, man. You get a little bit, and then he just, you know, he pulls the string a little more. Damn, man. So I do like that Green Bull is like he's built a defense against his weakness. Like no ordinary fire is going to get him. Like you have, and we see like what it takes to actually like harm him, and you probably have to be somewhere on like the level of like Sabo, you know, Akanu's magma, or even like, you know, as we saw Momo and Kaido's Bora breath. You know, like it takes a serious level of heat to actually like affect him. So I like that he has like he's built a natural defense to what would be his big weakness. Um, Much more than when you could say it like regarding and like Enel and like not being able to like hit Luffy or something. But I mean, with solid and like sharp objects, he was able to take him down, or like, knock him out once or twice. Um, but yeah, when we get to the castle basement, bro, this is nuts, man. Old man Kozuki, he's just dropping all the knowledge that we really needed, and I know there's definitely like more to go from here, but like this little like escapade, I'm glad Law joined too, because he's so his goal to figure out the truth. He's definitely in the right place, and his man, I love it. But I guess Jack as a fishman just explored the ocean or like the sea and like found this little like entrance here. I like that little moment when like Robin crawls in there and Bilal just like he just shambles his way in. He's like, no fair. But then it's like this page where it's like you see the old Wano, and then it's like the diagram of like the island itself. Like it was just setting off like my nerves like firing off like crazy. Because it's like, how do these walls get constructed? Like I'm really thinking like, does this have something to do with the red line too? Like some people really think the red line is an unnatural barrier that was created by somebody. If that is the case, it's very likely that it was done by the same person who did this. And this is like it's unnatural. Like they said, like these walls were constructed. This is a defense mechanism to keep people out of Wano. Um, Definitely wanted to make it a fortress to keep it. Probably the old world government out. But sorry. Man, there's just so much. But it's rainwater in here, not seawater, so everything's so preserved. Like they can really go down there and explore with the shark thing. I know Robin's about to like go back and be like, "Yo, Frankie, fire up the shark thing. We gotta go down there." Um, and Law has a submarine, so he's probably gonna go down there too. I wonder if they're actually going to try and just find Pluton, right? Or or at least see if like you can like access it. But it's like to unleash it, you have to destroy Wano. But to see it, do you have to destroy Wano? Like, is there? I'm sure there has to be some way to access it still. He's like, if you just go a little further, you can see the weapon Pluton. So there has to be some way to access it. And he says, retrieving Pluton would require the removal of the walls. So now I'm also currently wondering, like, what did Odin find that made him want to open the country's borders? Because this takes that meaning to a whole new level. Like, it's not just like, um, it's not just, okay, let's become part of the world again, right? Let's go back to the world that we used to be a part of. Now it's tell the world Wano's back, but we're also unleashing one of the three ancient weapons, one of the deadliest things on the entire planet. Um, so now I'm with the Robin. Like, what made him think do this, right? What is Pluton? Unleash Pluton. I I feel like it's time we see another weapon. We got Poseidon. I'm still everyone is still bunked on like what's Uranus, but then it's like Pluton, like the freaking ship is like under here, and they're thinking of unleashing it. I wonder if you know when the rally calls to like take on the world government like finally, um, that's what Momo and Crew's gonna roll up on. That's what the Wano country is gonna roll up on, and they're gonna come in like at a pivotal moment. Like they're like down with um, like they're probably like drastically like outmatched when it comes to um, just like naval power and everything. Because the Marines are have like hundreds of thousands of ships at that point. Um, and they're going to need something to like fight back. They got a small alliance of ships, but they don't have enough to match the Marines. So maybe that then they come in and just dominate. Maybe they bring down the red line too with Pluton. That could be also be a thing. Um, but all right, let's keep going. So, Green Bulls just bullying, Momo and them. Momo's gives his little speech that I actually kind of like this. It's like if we can't protect Wano like Kaido did, like keep them out. If we can't do it without the help of people who are going to leave here, and that includes Yamato. Like he's like, don't do anything. Like we have to do this. Then, what's the point of us trying to get this crown back, right? What's the point of all of this if we can't maintain it? And you can't leave and come back and be like, oh shit, like we can't trust them to be here. They're not strong enough. So I like it. You didn't have to cry, but I like it. But then once he hit that Boro breath, bro, even Greenville was like, hey yo. But I really like that. So then it's like he gets downed, and then he sprouts back up like a damn plant, man. This guy's crazy. He just disregarded that whole giant body and just grew himself a new one. Like that's a really cool look, yeah. This is I can't wait to see what else like this fruit is capable of later on down the line. I hope we get an ample amount of Green Bull, like soon enough. And then we get this hype ass moment, and then he's about to skewer all of them, right? And then you just get that massive streak of lightning in the sky, this black lightning, and Green Bull starts shaking like, whoa, wait, that Conqueror's Haki, who the hell? He starts going wild with it. Like he reverts back to his normal stage, like he's shaking. Um, and he instantly knows who it is, just like the sheer power and everything. And Shanks got his saber out, and then whoever's on that ship yelling, he's like, "Yo, don't." He's like, "Don't do that without a warning, man." All the newbies are foaming out the mouth. So he really just knocked out like a bunch of his crew. And I like his speech. He's like, I won't call you Marines cowardly or underhanded for this, because it's strategy. Like, it makes sense. But he's like, I'm not gonna let you interfere with these people. They made pirate history, so I'm not gonna let you like take it away from them right away. I wonder if this is the real reason he came to Wano, just to make sure nobody you know snipped them up before they could really get going now, especially with these new titles and like prestige. But I really like Shank's concern. Like, you know, Luffy came into his own here. Momo and Hiyori came into their own here. So like, and those three, I like how he flashed back to them. Like that means a lot to him. Um, and this panel, man, with the rage on his face, and he's like, "Does the new age frighten you that much? Like, do these three scare you so much? Did you have to do this?" He's such a mystery. Like, what is his really? What is his goal? Because last chapter and then now, we really need to get to this guy soon. Please, please. It's just building. These last two chapters are building up so much. Like really, who is this guy? Like I feel like it's like one of those things. Like we know, it's like we feel like we know who he is, but like I'm feeling we kind of don't at the same time. But we know that this is his character. You know, he maintains the balance. That is his character. Um, and I don't know, man. I do like that he interfered though. I did kind of wish, you know, they would have been able to um, keep it going. Although I don't think they would have been able to. I think Green Bull would have just like went all out on them finally. Because it's like they can't fight an admiral. Like they can fight off like normal pirates, you know, and like a regular marine squad. But like that's an admiral. That's an outlier in terms of power, you know. Like they can maintain themselves, but this is a different story. Um, but then it's like the ending here. I really love that. The four of them just chilling on the rooftop. They're just eating, chilling, like watching. Like they're like we were here the whole time, just making sure we weren't gonna let anything happen. But we understand. You got to do this on your own. So I really do like that. And Luffy, of course, being like, a familiar face just popped into my head. And then Shanks is off. Where to, Lord knows, but I hope we get to see him again soon. Because I feel like we're at a point in the story where it's like, we can't leave him alone for too long, right? Like, he has to, like, he's starting to really move. So he has to be popping up a lot more. And I feel like we're kind of owed like a good amount of Shanks screen time, especially in the end game here. So I'm sure we'll probably get a lot more after the movie, knowing Oda. But yeah, I can't wait. Next week, is there a chapter next week? Yeah, chapter next week. All right, so there'll probably be a break after that, but can't wait. I'm gonna dip out, guys. I will see you all next week. Take care. Peace.